Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, let me introduce myself. My name is Salma Alisa Sadia with NPM 23412046 from Accounting Class 23A with a secretarial practice course. Here, I will explain the material about healthy and safety in the workplace. Definition: Healthy and Safety Workplace, or K3, is a systematic effort to ensure and protect the safety and health of the workforce through the prevention of the accidents and occupational diseases. K3 is not only a moral and legal obligation of the company, but also an important aspect in increasing productivity and worker welfare. With a good K3 system, the work environment becomes safer, more comfortable, and more efficient. The importance of the workplace healthy and safety. Workplace healthy and safety is essential to protect employees from the risk of injury or illness. A safe work environment increases productivity, reduces absenteeism, and creates a positive work atmosphere, which in turn enhances a company reputation and competitiveness. In addition, compliance with safety standards also prevents company losses due to workplace accidents and ensures legal responsibility are met. Objective and benefit of workplace healthy and safety. The main objective or 3K are to prevent occupational accidents and occupational diseases, and to create a safe and healthy working environment. See here in the edition, K3 aims to protect company assets, maintain operational continuity, and increases employee satisfaction and loyalty. Other tangible benefit includes reduced compensation costs, absenteeism, and an improved corporate image in the eyes of the public and regulator. Legal basis of occupational health and safety. The legal basis of occupational health and safety, or K3, in Indonesia is contained in the Law Number 1 of 1970 concerning occupational safety. This law regulates the obligation of employees to ensure the safety or labor, the work environment, and production equipment. In addition, government's regulation and framework also support the implementation of K3 in various industrial sector. Hazard identification and risk assessment. Hazard identification is the process of recognizing potential sources of danger in the workplace, such as heavy equipment, chemical, or hazard work activities. Once the hazard is identified, a risk assessment is conducted to determine the likelihood and impact of the hazard in order to determine appropriate and control measure. Risk control. Risk control measures are carried out based on the control hierarchy, consisting of hazard elimination, substitution, engineering, administrative control, and use of personal protective equipment (PPE). These strategies are carried out in stages from the most effective to the last as additional protection. Personal protective equipment or PPE. PPE is equipment used by the worker to protect themselves from the risk of the work accidents. Examples include safety helmets, gloves, goggles, masks, and safety shoes. The use of the PPE must be adjusted to the type of the hazard then access and accompanied by training and how to use it properly. Safety culture. Safety culture is the attitudes, value, and practice that support safety as a top priority in the workplace. This culture is established through consistent leadership, open communication, and active participation of all employees in safety efforts. Organizations with a strong safety culture usually have low accident rates. K3 Management System. K3 Management System is a systematic approach to managing risks and ensuring compliance with K3 regulation. In Indonesia, K3 Management System is regulated in Government's Regulation number 50 year 2012. The system covers K3 policy, planning, implementation, monitoring, and review. K3 Management System certification is one of the indicators that the company has met good K3 standard. The role of management and workers in K3. Management has primary responsibility for setting policies and providing resources for K3 implementation. Meanwhile, workers play an active role in carrying out safety procedure, reporting hazard, and attending training. Collaboration between the two is essential in creating an positive K3 culture. Employee training and education. Safety training must be provided to all employees, but when they first join and productively training materials includes hazard identification, emergency evaluation procedure, use of PPA, and handling of hazardous materials. Good education increases workers' awareness and skill in taking care of themselves and their coworkers. Mental health in the workplace. In addition to physical health, mental health is also a major concrete in modern workplace safety. Work pressure, tax overload, and conflict in the workplace can lead to stress, burnout, and depression. Organizations need to provide psychological support system, socially healthy work environments, and promotion of work-life balance. Incident reporting and investigation. Every work accident should be reported and thoroughly investigated to identify the root cause of the problems. Investigation aims not to excise blame but to prevent similar incidents in the future. Transparent reporting creates a safety culture that is open and responsive to improvement. Emergency response and evaluation. Every workplace should have emergency response procedure for situations such as fires, earthquakes, or major accidents. Their procedure includes evaluation routes, assembly points, evaluation training, and availability of fire, extinguishers, and first aid kits. Regular simulators are important to ensure the preparedness of all workers. Conclusion. K3 is an important effort to protect workers from the risk of accidents and occupational diseases through the implementation of an effective K3 system. Companies can prevent accidents, protect employees, and comply with legal regulation. Management support worker participation and strong safety culture successfully create a healthy and safe workplace. That's all I can say about the material healthy and safety in the workplace. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.